MC tonight, so I'm going to tell you what's about to happen and connect it to some other things that are going to happen. If you look at traditional music and dance, you often find incredibly uplifting pieces of music or very powerful dances that came from people's response to hardship. And that's especially true, we've been very fascinated with this. We have a collection of these in our repertoire of dances that were made up by, with work boots or work shoes or work tools, which, you know, the first tap shoes were probably English clogs, wooden bottom shoes that were made to work in factories and mines. And, you know, they're walking down and they hear these great big pieces of wood and they started making rhythm from them. And so we're going to present two. We call this Music is Everywhere and Life is a Dance. But we're going to present two of them to you tonight. And it's kind of interesting that they're both from mining cultures. One is from northern England, where they did wear the wooden bottom carved shoes that you're about to see. And they made up all kinds of dances. Some of them with rapper swords, steel, and all kinds of stuff. And they used ropes or whatever. So a very old vaudeville piece was jump clog. And that actually started with English cloggers, and then African-American tap dancers did it back in the day. This is a very old piece and kind of precious to us because it's like a connector. And then after that, you'll see a boot dance from South Africa. And the diamond miners of South Africa wore big old heavy boots to protect their feet in the mines because they're wet. And the boots are kind of clunky and they have a steel shank in them, but because many of those people came from a background of drumming, they used the side of their boots. And we think it incredibly inspiring that they had to work so hard all day long in a mine, but afterward made up dances from their work boots. So we're going to present two dances to you from a mining culture, and then I'm going to go ahead and tell you what comes next. The boot dances from South Africa, and we have special guests here this evening, the Annapolis Morning Song Circle, and well, let's hear it then. So, since it's such a friendly crowd and everything, I'll go ahead and maybe embarrass myself. Elizabeth Melvin, director of that song circle and also of the Life Songs Choir here in Annapolis, is one of my very best friends. She and I were roommates in the 80s. We helped each other quit our day jobs. I'm not kidding, we supported each other in our pursuit of the arts. And she's an incredible individual in Anne Arundel County, from both on the admin side. She worked for First Night, she worked for Maryland Hall, and she started Mamma Jamma, and she works with me in the schools. We do a summer program, which I want to be sure to ask all of you to, we only have one person enrolled so far. Elizabeth and I are teaching at Maryland Hall, a morning summer camp, Monday through Friday, the end of June. And we need your help spreading the word because Elizabeth and I do great work with kids. I'm just telling you. And there's flyers on that back there. But Elizabeth is just incredible. And more recently, we've started the Gratitones, singing for folks in church. And about 2 years ago, she went and took a course on community choirs. And she came back and she started 2 choirs in Annapolis. And one of them is joining us this evening at the Annapolis Morning Song Circle. So they're donating their time, so can we give them a hand? And Elizabeth, okay, how about that jump log? the Annapolis Morning Song Circle. You know, traditional dance is, you know, all comers, people come to dance. Choirs really do that too. And both of Elizabeth's choirs are open to everyone. And does anybody love it as much as I do to see people putting their breath and their voices together? It's just such a beautiful thing. And all of them donated their time to us, so we thank you again. And we mean it. We're going to take you into some tap, and Agi recently learned this from a tap master, one of my old running mates and friends, and it's actually from the great Sandman Sims, and it's a round, and you just called it a drum round. Sandman Sims was one of the legendary hoofers. And then we're going to take you into what's called steppin'. Steppin' is African American. It's from college fraternities and sororities. And it's one of the most powerful forms of percussive dance we've ever seen. And our material was taught to us by the great Step Africa out of DC. And then we're going to bring you to a kind of American dance party. It's a new number for us called Feet on Fire. And it sounds like an old Gullah, like South Carolina chant to me, but it's actually hip hop, the chorus. And the chorus is Feet on Fire, so it seems like it would work for us. What do you think? And we're going to put everything in it from all the way from Irish to clogging and everything else that we can put in there, all the way to hip hop. And then we're going to take it out with the roots of the company, which is clogging, and we'll do kind of an old style, what they used to call hot dog line. And we'll go out there and take improv breaks, and that's about it, right? So after that, I'll let you know what happens next, but we're thanking you. You guys got some tap dance for us right now? Just a little bit. Footer used to always say, when you're hot, you're hot. Yeah. So here we go, Feet on Fire. Are y'all ready?
Feet on fire, feet on fire, feet on fire.
start some participation right where you are, and then we're going to let you have an intermission, and we'll ask you to help us with the chairs. But before we break apart, since they got through it, 2 people tonight had their very first performance. Miss Krista Palmer and Seth Johnson. No, second performance. It's actually Seth's second performance, and we found him when Footworks performed at CCBC, stands for Community College of Baltimore County, and he's a student there, and what a sweet young man, and he wrote us and loved us, and we said, come on. And he's also been studying with us since January. And also Elizabeth's pointing out that it was also the debut performance of the Annapolis Morning Song Circle. This feels so good, you guys. It really feels like a community. That's the whole thing about traditional music and dance and choirs, is bringing people together. And so now, you guys can go get a sip of water if you want to and come back out or do whatever you need. And Mark and I are going to get people started on, go like this, everybody. Oh, hi. He was only in a few dances. He's already tired. He's only 20. He's tired already? I don't get it. Okay, so